welcome back to my film and TV channel. We're all staying safe and well, and we've got a British crime drama series to look at. It's been on You and Alibi for a few weeks now. We're looking at Bookish. Yes, it's put together by Mark Gatiss and Matthew Sweet. Yes, three main mysteries, 2 episodes each, so you get 6 episodes. Always keep you wanting more. The British crime dramas, don't they? This was first released or started to appear on the 16th of July 2025 on You and Alibi. And I'm doing this review eventually on the 10th of September 2025, having watched all 6 episodes. And it was already renewed for a second series prior to the broadcast of the first series. So it all boded well, didn't it? Well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But things are generally positive, yes. Lucy Mangans of The Guardian said, Bookish is Mark Gatiss's cosy crime drama, a tasty nugget of absolute delight. Yes, and it's hard to find anyone who didn't agree with Lucy. Everyone seemed to like it. We'll talk a couple of other critics when we'll go through what I think it's like. Was all that matters to me, of course. What's it about? Well, Gabriel Book is a proprietor, proprietor of an antiquarian bookshop, and he relies on his vast collection to unravel baffling cases. Yeah, not real. He uses his own brain. Anyway, he nurtures a group of lovable yet troubled individuals. Sort of. He provided informal protection and guidance in 1946 London. He just solves murders and stuff. That's basically it. It stars, of course, Mark Gatiss, Polly Walker, Elliot Levy, Connor Finch, Bucket Comer, Daniel Mays, Blake Harrison, a long list of names you'll be familiar with. Jolie Richardson, Jonas Ney, Rosie Cavallero, Jacob Fortune Lloyd, Tom Forbes, Amanda Drew, Michael Workay, Ella Brucaleri, and lots more. And yeah, it is the latest, I think, in a long line of quirky, eccentric, crime-solving dramas. Of course, either people who are actually with the police or working for the police. That tends to be the case. And of course, this guy's got a Winston Churchill letter, so he's usually working for the police rather than an actual policeman himself. And if you're going to be quirky, I don't think you can go much wrong with Mark Gatiss, can you? He's a fairly safe pair of hands for quirky, and he does this superbly well. Smorgasbord, as you expect, of UK-based acting talent in this. Lots of familiar faces, and happily, hardly a weakness between them, with excellent allocation of character to acting talent, so it very rarely misses a step. Some good newer faces as well that aren't so familiar to me. Some steady, reliable old hands as ever. And great characters. We also get a range of mysteries and solutions, never too obvious at times. Some that suddenly leap out at you, the solution. Whether he gets there before you do is another matter. And he doesn't waste a lot of time wrapping things up as well. He doesn't drag anything out this in the 6 episodes. There's a little bit of conspiracy, a little bit of backstory, a little bit of something going on in the background as well, which, of course, as the series goes on, you find out a little bit more. And you're talking, about 50 minutes, 55-minute episodes. Great setting. I'm no expert on the authenticity of props and things like this, but it all looks good as a backdrop to complement the murky 1946 vibe that's going on in this. We mentioned Lucy Mangan before, didn't we? She was positive early. She gave this 4 stars. She concluded her piece by saying, there are a few tricky moments. What she's referring to there is some things that you think, well, that's a bit obvious, that's been set up to work, and so there are some contrivances, if you like, that you think in real life probably wouldn't have happened, but it's just to move the story along, so that's all right. Anyway, she said, but overall, Bookish is a fine piece of entertainment, meticulously worked, beautifully paced, and decidedly Moorish. It has enough spikiness to stop it being formulaic, but enough love for the genre to keep it comforting. She said it was a joy. I do love this sort of style. We Brits do it pretty well, or British-based stuff is usually pretty good. It feels sort of homely, wholesome, but that tinge of darkness, of course, as you always get with murders, etc. And some horrible murders, some point, favourite. It used to be the women's favourite way of killing somebody, poison, stuff like that. All the sort of things you'd expect from the 40s, strychnine and all this sort of thing. And it's a sort of dust deserves your full attention, perhaps with the odd break for a cup of tea, which is what we need, don't we, to get mysteries solved, a nice cup of tea. Lewis Chilton of The Independent said it was a new cosy crime series, hailed as the next best thing to Sherlock. Yeah, slightly different to Sherlock, or the old Sherlock Holmes, perhaps more. The Times is Carol Midgley, right? And she give it 4 stars as well. She said, Bookish appears to be a simple, quintessentially English drama with beats of Agatha Christie, but is deceptively multifaceted and modern. Gattis' special power in taking something we thought was established, i.e. Sherlock and Dracula, giving it new wings. This is no exception. Yeah, he gives us a different slant on things, doesn't he? Benji Wilson in The Telegraph wrote, Bookish is the first and foremost a clever, witty, well-plotted sleuther from an opening 2-part about a poisoned butcher, Danny Mays, yeah, I love Danny Mays, to a finale about murder at the esteemed Walsingham Hotel. Bookish is a series of puzzles that are presented and then solved with a satisfying completeness. It is. Yeah, there's very few loose ends not tied up in this, as you'd expect with anything sort of Agatha Christie based or something like that. And you sort of forget all the little things that perhaps didn't make a little bit of sense, because it's all wrapped up so nicely in a bun at the end, a bow at the end of it. Yeah, and you're pretty chuffed if you've sussed out any of the puzzles as well, which I very rarely did, I have to admit. Anyway, only 6 episodes, but that's what we do so well again in the UK. We leave people wanting more, don't we? We don't tend to overdo things like this, so that's fine. As I said, there's a series 2 coming. Scores for this one, yeah, Rotten Tomatoes, there's only 7 critics. They've all give it a fresh score, so 100%. Internet Movie Database, just under 2,000 scores and reviews as I'm recording this on September the 10th. And just under 2,000, and it's getting a 6.9, which is fine. I think that might drop slightly. I liked it. I've still got a couple of episodes to watch. I'm doing this review after watching 4 episodes. I don't expect anything to deteriorate. I look forward to a second series, and I'm liking it. I'm not blown away. It's not quirky enough to sort of think like the modern Sherlock to make me sort of think differently and think, oh, that's clever. There's nothing in that in this. It's very back to basics with this. So I'm going to give it a very watchable score, if you like, your old standard Agatha Christie type murder mysteries. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. So there you go. Let me know what you think, guys. It's all about opinions. I'll give you other people's here. I'll give you my opinion, etc., etc. Of course, it'd be a very boring world if we all thought the same, wouldn't it? And please, if you do like what I try and do on the channel, you can press those buttons, that like button, the subscribe button. You're not already done so. I think there's a hype button now, isn't there, as well? So you can press that. But there are ways of supporting the channel, so that'd be great if you can do that. And of course, if you just want to contact me through my various socials, there are ways of doing that. Just keep watching and listening. Hi again, hope you enjoyed the feature, guys. Thanks for watching. Please, if you did enjoy the content, please give us a thumbs up, and if you've not already done so, press that subscribe button. If you've not already subscribed, that'd be wonderful. It's free to subscribe, absolutely free. Also, check out my social media links if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. They'll all be in the description below. And my special thanks to supporters of the channel, yes, Piat6505, who have an eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia, including posters, books, magazines. There'll be a link again in the comments section. And if you're into your football, don't forget my football stuff on Manchester City for general football fans, but mainly City fans, of course. Or if you know someone who might enjoy that, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very, very grateful. And as ever, guys, comments on this feature is wonderful. Anything to do with film and TV is always very, very welcome. It's great to talk film and TV. I thank you guys for your support. Stay safe, everyone.